Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. I'm not interested in preserving the status quo. I won't overthrow it. Since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved. A government which does not trust its citizens to be armed is not itself to be trusted. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. The more sand has escaped from the hourglass of our life, the clearer we should see through it. There is no other way to guard yourself against flattery than by making men understand that telling you the truth will not offend you. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. Never was anything great achieved without danger. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. One change always leaves the way open for the establishment of others. Entrepreneurs are simply those who understand that there is little difference between obstacle and opportunity and are able to turn both to their advantage. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver. One who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived. Power is the pivot on which everything hinges. He who has the power is always right. The weaker is always wrong. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. It is just as difficult and dangerous to try to free a people that wants to remain servile as it is to enslave a people that wants to remain free. To understand the nature of the people, one must be a prince. And to understand the nature of the prince, one must be of the people. Politics have no relation to morals. Princes and governments are far more dangerous than other elements within society. Men rise from one ambition to another. First, they seek to secure themselves against attack, and then they attack others. There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of others. Never attempt to win by force. What can be won by deception? Never do an enemy a small injury. Whoever conquers a free town and does not demolish it commits a great error and may expect to be ruined himself. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. Always assume incompetence before looking for conspiracy. It is a common fault not to anticipate storms when the sea is calm. A sign of intelligence is an awareness of one's own ignorance. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear of mankind. We may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. Alexander never did what he said. Caesar never said what he did. Any man who tries to be good all the time is bound to come to ruin among the great number who are not good. We cannot attribute to fortune or virtue that which is achieved without either. There is nothing more important than appearing to be religious. God is not willing to do everything, and thus take away our free will and that share of glory which belongs to us. An injury has to be done to a man. It should be so severe that his vengeance need not be feared. The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present.